Okay, guys, happy new week. Okay, last week I did an overview on a very complex issue, the unsuccessful coup d'etat that was rumored to have happened, although the government came out to deny it and said it never took place. It was a rumor. But with information out there now, it has been revealed that the coup d'etat was the main reason why the president cancelled the October 1st parade. And also, we've seen the reshuffling that is happening right now. A few days ago, there was a reshuffling and sacking of some key figures in the army, and it has also confirmed that truly it seems this coup d'etat happened. Okay, let's see some of these key figures that got sacked, relief of their duty: Chief of Defense Staff (CDS), Chief of Naval Staff (CNS), and the Chief of Air Staff. The Chief of Defense Staff is General Gwabi Musa, appointed under this administration in 2023, and Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalia. The Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ikechukwu Ogalia is the Chief of Naval Staff (CNS), and the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Bala Abubakar. And these three individuals have been relieved from their duty, from their job. But I want to also say this to say that coup d'etat, if it's unsuccessful, everyone who plotted or everyone who is involved in such act will be arrested. If you find guilty, you're going for it, and it's always a death sentence. This is to say that these individuals will be relieved of their job, and see the recommendations and the appreciation given by the president. You will tell maybe they were not involved, because if you are involved, you will be arrested. But why are they sacked? What happened? So today I go out as a conspiracy theorist and just try to assume so many things because of the limitation and information, and just add up these facts and try to figure out why these individuals were sacked. What I'm going to talk about today, and also a good news this week, a very good news. I was very happy when I got this information that AISHA, that viral video of the young beautiful girl who was kidnapped, and the kidnappers demanding for 20 million, and we saw that she was given a limited time to meet up their demand, and doing so will save her, and if she's unable to do so, will cost her life. And we saw also a video of her mom and close relatives begging Nigerians and the federal government to do something. And thank God she's out. So we'll talk more about the AISHA case and try to use the AISHA case to evaluate the state of our morality, because it bewilders me when I put it to thought or lay some considerations on the level of our morality, how we've shifted from we are shifting away from good, from the light, and accepting so many things as a normality in the society. Now, killing don't become a normal thing, don't become a norm. And also, I'm going to end today with a funny video coming out from South Africa. A pastor who proposed to a woman who just lost her husband, and on his funeral. That's so crazy, that's so funny. How a pastor who handles a service of song, they proposed to the woman on her husband's funeral. So these are the three things I will just try to dive on today. So welcome to the Testament Podcast.
Instead of be sleep, let it be hate, let it degrade, let it be deep. Some others should weep, some others should keep the memory of the way that I died. Maybe. Okay, now remember to subscribe, follow us on our social media platform, do everything possible to support us the best way you can, and allow this community to grow. Okay, now let's dive into the coup d'etat. Now I'm going to go back to this thing. Now, General Musa, which happens to be, is a very charismatic man, like someone that you would love when you meet in your first glance, like somebody when you go appreciate his efforts when you don't put, and how he's very relatable in the sense that they really talk more about the interest of the people. And we don't see him on several occasions when they speak over on international medias, which I'm going to play a video when they address some issues and questions. But if you watch that video closely and you pay attention to details and his body language and his skepticism on how he approach and answer questions, you go know for a fact that there are some things you just wanted to find out and figure out by yourself, like those behind the insecurity challenges, that those when they fund them, those when they give them weapons. Yeah, this fund, they say there should be an open investigation to know who they fund this Boko Haram and this terrorist group. For someone to make such
utterances, it will tell you a lot that something they play, that there are individuals in the Nigeria system and internationally when they involve and when they involve for the unrest when they happen for Nigeria. Why was he not sacked? And also, why I did talk about him is I can also observe something that it's also pathological in the kind of sack they did. That every person when they replace with those when they sack came from one geopolitical zone, the Southwest. And why it be like that? Why? Or would it be the reasons why they sack these individuals? Because this man, General Musa, who is from Plateau State, in his 50s, there's something I've also observed in him is his empathy nature. When they talk, when they give speech, when they... Just watch this video first.
We've seen Boko Haram regroup, and regroup and regroup. What is your answer to that? That you have in some way fed the insurgents?
The problem is that I think we've talked to international community. Let's find out the funding. When they started surrendering, by the time we left, so as we speak, we have over 120,000 that have surrendered. Most of them, when you find them, they are coming with hard currencies. How did they get them? How are they funded? How did they get the training? How did they get the equipment?
What is your suspicion?
Well, maybe an international conspiracy. You don't know. Who knows? How are they be able to sustain themselves for 15 years? That is one question I think everybody should ask himself. For Nigeria to be able to hold them, and you go to Nigeria, everything seems to be working well.
You must have an idea. I mean, let's not talk about international conspiracy theories. Let's give some hard facts.
Well, I just leave it at that.
So from that short video when I just played, you fit tell the kind of man, because the Bible also says, out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. So in as much as you don't feel use all words when a man release that from his mouth because of how man be, a man nature be, if you still tell, if he craft out within this person kind of ideology or principle go be just by him giving his opinion on some issues. Now we could tell that this man get the interest of Nigeria. And I remember the time when there was also a coup, an alleged coup, that the man came out and kicked against it, deny it, and said he has seen this and I support the democratic rule, and that is what he will stand and fight for. So why is this sacked? Now also him being sacked also means that he is not involved in the act, that is not among the plotters. But why is General Musa sacked? What I can't say, I can't assume, these are not the limitation of facts when I can't assume say he's sacked for possibly two purposes. And these two purposes are one, because there are news also, there are also information out there that the repentant Boko Harams or the repentant bandits, they want to make the army absorb them again. May the army adopt them and absorb them into the system. And we don't see also what it don't play out before now, how the repentant bandits and terrorists, when they absorbed into the army, how they betray the army by killing them, taking their weapons away from them. And if this man also, this General Musa also, from information also, is said to be one who kicked against it. I cannot 100% ascertain this claim, but that also, but there are individuals in the army who do not want this to be. They know about the disadvantages that would happen if this becomes to be. And also, why were they sacked? Is it because they had an intel about the plot, but decided not to inform the executive and see if they could handle and calm the situation before it escalates? Because we don't see that kind of things they play out during the Civil War. Now, when disinformation they fly out, some generals and some big personnel in the army decide to say, okay, how if we contain this information and explain to the people, say, this is not what we need to do. This is why we are who we are. And we see how those things can play out and also save some of the many bad things went for Apple during that Civil War. So I defeat maybe he knew about the intel, knew about the plotters, but decided to see what he could do to control the situation so that it will not escalate, but it did not involve the executive. These are just assumptions, so but I don't want to talk past like this. But I'm just going to say this now to end this section. That was a close call, and this happens to be the second time it's happening, and nobody know what will happen. Nobody know who is going to attempt to do it again, because now anybody who's going to attempt to run a coup d'etat again would do it better than the previous two, because they've observed the mistakes made by the previous. They've observed how the intel got leaked. They've observed those who are truly loyal to the executive, and if they want to carry out another coup d'etat, those who are very close to the executive will be taken out first. And those mistakes made by these two other plotters would not be repeated again. And there's also a high chance that if there's another coup d'etat, it will be very, very successful. So I'm going to close with that. Now, a good news, I'm very happy that I'm relating this good news because I knew one way or the other that AISHA will be out. Now, Nigerians wanted with we Nigerians a level of empathy in our structure as Nigerians. Nigerians ready to help foreigners. Nigerians ready to help person, even if they did wicked. So I knew that a cry out would draw attention to people who would want to do everything possible to meet up with a ransom and get that guy out of that place. And that's what happened. Now, my interest more about this AISHA issue is the confidence, the boldness of these bandits to release video, get away with it because they don't pay the ransom. The Nigerians pay the ransom. You will not rule out the fact that when that video became viral, that 80% of politicians are leaders, active leaders presently watch that video but decide not to do anything about it. Because if they have done something about it, you hear the Senate talk about them. The House of Rep would have spoken about it. And maybe questions would have been asked to get intel and information about the whereabouts of that girl, both in the state level, the federal level, because the state governor, where that incident happened, not do anything, never spoke about it, never said anything about it, never mentioned it. And that particular road where the incident happened, there was a time that road was free from kidnapping under the previous administration when they involved the community and put it upon the community and the security personnel to do the needful, and the needful was done, and that road got free. So why suddenly under this administration now these roads went on free from dens, for Akure Road, for Lagos Road, for this other road when link the state, the Edo state? Why be suddenly now so that every week they hear one boss, they don't kidnap full boss, they don't demand money for communities? I would say that these communities are not aware, the chiefs and they no say people inside their bush. Have they written or cry for help and write the commissioner of police to find solution to how to cope this situation? What effort have they made to keep their bushes safe, to keep their farmland safe? Or did they pay them or they get money from the ransom? There are a lot of questions to ask. We see the dormancy, the passiveness of the government in response to situations that affect Nigerians. But when it comes to what affects them, you see the quick response. Just the small shake that happened in the army, the coup d'etat. We don't see the reshuffling. We don't see people don't sack. We don't see people they don't arrest people. We don't see this don't happen, this don't happen, this happen. Just the apple simultaneously, one after the other, as the ba. But when it comes to the issue of the Nigerian people, it becomes difficult to implement. Now, make comparisons with countries where really value their people. Take for instance, Israel or the United States. See what happened some years ago when bandits kidnapped some US citizens. We are in Nigeria. See, it cost a lot of millions of dollars for the US government to carry that out. Successfully came into Nigeria, deploy a tactical team, came into Nigeria, got all the right intel. In one night, kill every member of the bandits, kill all of them, and none of their person die. Took them out of that place and take them straight to the US. See, what did they happen? What did the main reason for the war in Gaza? What is the main reason? Why Israel? See, the main reason why Israel, the IDF, they fight that war, not just the people when Hamas hold as hostage. You cannot just, see, it is against their principle, it is against their constitution that their person go die. The only thing when you kill the US citizen or the Israeli citizen or this country when place value, priority on the lives of their people, the only thing when you take them a natural death or death by their own mistakes. You know the kind of things when the IDF don't do just because they want those people when still they are alive to come out. See what the IDF still demand that they want every person when their amounts take as hostage when don't die. They want all their bodies. That if all their bodies don't come out, they will begin the fight again. In short, the ceasefire itself don't be very fragile. These are to tell you countries that value their people. Do we see that playing out in Nigeria? No, now. No value is placed on Nigeria. Even we ourselves not the place value on us. When you hear bandits, you see me with these boys when they bandits, these people are really people when the government don't give up on. People when don't do everything possible to see what they can do for themselves. People when don't go all out and do their best. But the states don't fail them. The country don't fail them. and because of the failure of the country, it don't quite affect them mentally, and they don't decide to do evil. Well, let's just as say that is the reason why these people won't be bandits, these Nigerians won't choose to commit these atrocities, this act, enjoy the act of killing and taking lives. Let's as say, okay, they've run out of all options. They are left with the option of I'm giving up on this country. This country has failed me. Okay, I now need to kill. That's just the only option. We thought, okay, more consider it not be their fault. But these individuals are youth, young boys and girls in their 10s, 13, 14, 15, 16, small people. When supposed to do secondary school, when supposed to do higher institution, when supposed to study, when their parents supposed to take decision for their life, when they the age when we say they're supposed to be under a tutor, under a guardian, under the rule of someone, and these people they take life, they enjoy the act of killing. You go not say now two things they motivate them. Somebody don't coerce them, don't make them to believe in something else, and because they don't believe in something else, another thing they motivate them, money. Because of money, you just they kill, get pleasure in killing, enjoying the proceeds when they come out for the evil when they know. You just say these bandits don't know say with it. See, because for you to be able to coerce somebody, it did like say you give the person drug or you give the person, you they use juju follow the person, that the person don't know how to think again. Because if they see white, you they tell them say na black, and it don't accept say that white na black, and the reason why they see as white now because of his eyes get issue. Now me can they see as white. Now those kind of way those people they function. You go come tell and say if you do bad you get good. If you do bad and you die in the process of doing that bad, there are rewards waiting for you. That is not possible now. Darkness and light cannot run together. Darkness and light not fit stay together. Nothing if you bring darkness and light together. Bad, you cannot do bad to a certain level and it becomes good, or you do good to a certain level you can't be bad. It doesn't work that way. And you see the two things where they motivate them to do evil. So it means there are people involved. And you hear when General Musa said something, from what he talk, you feel to say people they involve. But who are these people? Okay, just hear the Benue state government before I go talk with I want to talk. Hear the Benue state governor.
And so, as far as I'm concerned, the federal government is complicit. The day they want this insurgency to finish, it will be done. Actively, they are working with Turkey, they are working with Saudi Arabia, they are working with everything to Islamize. But the real agenda is to take over Nigeria. And all these insurgents that you see happening is from Mauritania, is from Senegal, is from Cameroon, is from all over the place, trying to ensure that the indigenous people of this country do not have a say, but the Fulanis have a say.
Why do always the stress on this issue of insecurity? Because that be the major, that just be the major issue, challenges when Nigerians they get. No Nigerians if they travel again for road now. You they travel, you they owe your heart, you they owe your mind, you they pray all through the journey, because of there's every chance. It's no more than 50% chance that you will likely be kidnapped or be attacked along the road. And all the roads when these kidnappers they now all truck A roads, federal government roads. The roads are not good. The roads are not good. The roads are terrible. And apart from that, see, if the government get the interest of Nigeria, there's only one thing when you go begin to steal for this federal road. Imagine this federal road that they are cleared 200 feet from the road on both sides. On the left and the right hand side, that they are cleared 200 feet. The bushes are cleared away from the road, 200 feet away from the road. You get a clearer view of your environment, of anyone when they hide inside bush, 200 feet from where you did. Before that person go approach you to carry any act, come block road, come do this, or come run out of the bush, come throw stone for the car, or just suddenly come in front of you and begin the shoot. Before any of those things, you don't get a clear view of your environment. And once you have a clear view of your environment, there's a high chance you can save yourself. So you see, say the government know what they do, because these are things that they can just do. Okay, we don't have this and this and this, which is very wrong, because you've asked soldiers and you've asked military personnel to tell you that if the order was given, if they get the order to end banditry in Nigeria, that will not take them a month. So many questions to ask about the failure of the government. So many reasons for you to begin to think deep and wonder, like, where are we heading to? Are we in a simulation with a program, or we involved in a program that this thing are programmed for us to experience it and that majority of us to die? Because you know, just become factum why things like this they play out. And we don't accept it as normality, we don't accept it as a norm. How these bandits did they get RPG? How these bandits did they get the weapons when did they use? How these bandits did they get the drones when did they use? How these bandits did they know how to use these drones despite their limitation, despite they don't get access to the information, the basic information, they don't get education, but they suddenly they just go out to use such sophisticated weaponry. How? Who they teach them? Where did they get information? Where ABC anytime when a supply is made to the army, they don't stock them out, give them ammunition, they don't buy new stuff and stuff like that, drones and equipment. Those barracks are attacked, and when they are attacked, the bandits get away with the weaponry, the armory, and they get lesser casualty than the soldiers who are in their barracks and supposed to be prepared all the time. So what did they happen? Because if you go barracks, there's always this high building when soldiers always dey on top to monitor the environment. Things like that day. Cameras are everywhere. How did they enter the barrack? Come key soldiers, come go into the storeroom, carry all the things when the soldiers want to fight. Successfully can't come out the barrack, kill many soldiers, kill many soldiers, and drive out. Structure out those plans to give those small boys to fit carry out such acts. It is obvious that the government is involved. You hear that for the Benin State governor. We don't hear that for people. Everybody they come out, they just say people involved. When this government were involved, when are they responsible and they be the benefactors and they cause the insecurity, why they not be arrested? I'm very happy for AISHA that, because the truth is, not only AISHA, they don't kidnap us since that time. This is not just one bandit. They many different, they get different groups. From when they take kidnap AISHA to this time when they take release AISHA, you'll be surprised say more than 50 Nigerians don't die when they don't kidnap, when if meet up their ransom. But they not get the opportunity for their videos to go viral. Because you don't fit tell me say where these bandits keep these people, this girl, for the number of days they don't keep this girl. Say intel not there about where they are hideout. Or the government not do anything to get this girl out. Why the silence? Why the silence from the Nigeria government? Why the silence from the federal government and the state government in regards to this girl when they know where she did? Because on a norm, for other country, when they are mentally stable, we just see our level of acceptance. They can't even want they accept for our society. That normally you're not supposed to accept this kind of things for your society. That if this kind of thing they happen for other society, they go down they protest. Is this not even enough reasons to protest? Say we want protest for something just. We don't get tired for this banditry. We don't get tired from insecurity. Is that not enough reason for us to come out for peaceful protest? That we shut everything down. We wait for union. Unionism now go kill Nigerians. You wait for union from one Nigeria labor, whatever. When not get your interest, when they come out, come to say we want strike. Later they'll call them, give them small money, they go back inside. They wait for those people to come out. That we not feel just organically come out for peaceful protests and cry out our grievances to the administration, to this government, and tell them this is our pain. Maybe if we do one like that, a peaceful protest to not be revolution, not be to go they fight, they destroy anybody where they catch it, they destroy it, and go for them for inside. Don't to destroy it. And an organic protest. Shut down the economy. Close up all shops. Close up your businesses. Shut everywhere down. And everybody for the 36 states, everybody just they cry. We don't want, we don't fit. So many questions to ask. Okay, now let's end this episode with this. Watch this video. I came across this video. I don't know whether to laugh or to cry or to ask questions or to wonder. It's crazy to note that like I dey see for the video people they clap for waiting. Now the pastor be the wait make the man just die so that he go get a wife, or now the pastor kill the man. Why would pastor, even if you get in an agenda, go decide to propose? Wetin they can't talk for the service of song? It was the will of the man. Say, pastor, once I die on my funeral, please marry my wife or propose to my wife. Was that the wish of the man? I don't know where to go push a woman to accept such proposal and where to go push a pastor to make such proposal. Because I know as a Christian, it's not to the Bible. And a woman is supposed to be given time to more bereaved. So why would the pastor push for this? It's funny though, but I don't know. South Africans, one can answer the question, why would a pastor do this? Who is this pastor? Who is this pastor that will just leave with they call on for? It shows saying that this pastor will make out plans for this man to. I don't know how the man died. I didn't do such investigation or find more information about the story that played out. I just came across the video and it just make me kind of wonder and also laugh at the same time. And to know that the pastor would do that when a woman is born, when a man lost, you want to marry the man's wife. Something is fishy now. Maybe they go ask this pastor questions. And a proper investigation should be done to ascertain how the man died. Maybe they go do autopsy to know if the man a natural death. If not be natural death, they need to begin to ask questions. I think questions need to be asked. So on that ground, I will just say, call it a day and peace out. Have a beautiful week.
Yeah, instead it be them, let it be me. Since I will die, inevitably, then let it be, that it be said, when I am dead. Some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me, was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, no one is safe. We only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall, when we're